Hi, this video is about a MagicSchool tool called Jeopardy Review Game. When you're in your MagicSchool account, you can just search for it up here, or you can scroll down. Here it is right here, Jeopardy Review Game. You're going to click on that, and this tool will help you create a Jeopardy review game over whatever content you've been studying and learning about with your students. It is a really cool tool. It can save you a lot of time if you ever have made these games and you're sorting through all of your materials that you've created or from your book or websites, and you're coming up with questions and answers and money amounts. It can do all of that lifting for you. It does not just magically create an interactive game that you can play with your students, though, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But there is a way for you to do that using some other tools. So here's an example. Let's say we're a 6th grade teacher and we're learning about ecosystems and things like food webs. Where it says add file, you can add anything you want. Websites, Google slide presentations, PowerPoints, PDFs, assessment study guides, anything you want can be uploaded if you want it to pull questions from your own materials. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to put in ecosystems and food webs. You can put in the categories that you want. You don't have to, but you can tell it exactly what categories you want, and then you can hit generate. And then it just starts either pulling from your information or it creates its own. I'll go back up when it's finished here. So you can see your board, your categories and your money amounts, and then here's your questions for each, questions and answers for each section. Okay, so you definitely need to look through all that, obviously, right? We don't really want to trust everything that it produces. We want to read the questions, read the answers, make sure it's all accurate. But let's just say in a perfect world it comes out great. If not, you can always continue the conversation and tell it to remove certain questions or redo it in some way. Just tell it what you want and it'll make the changes. All right, so now let's say we're ready to go. Like I said, there's no magic button that says make me a game. All it's really done is created all of your questions, answers, and money amounts for you. So you have like different choices. Your export options are basically to export it to Google Docs. So you can go ahead and do that. Okay, so another option, and we'll come back to that, but another option would be, since it's created all of this information for you, there are some other websites you could use to help speed the process up even more. Like, first thing is, if you already have a Jeopardy review game template, you can just start copying and pasting these questions and answers into it and be done with it. If not, you can use, like, there's a website called Jeopardy Labs, and you can create a Jeopardy game. Just make a password. So I'll just call this one Ecosystems 2026, start building. And now it's basically just put in. So enter your category name. So you can go back to your Google Doc or your actual thing that it produced, producers and photosynthesis. And then click on 100 and question answer. So I like it because when it gave me my questions and my answers, it put them right here where it's easy for me to just highlight, go back, paste, highlight the answer or type the answer in, whatever you want to do. Continue. And so what you'll do is you'll just go through, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. So if you think about it, like the time saved where it created all of those questions and answers and money amounts for you, and now this website can, you copy and paste them in there, and now you've got an interactive game to play with your students. Jeopardy Labs. Another one that people like to use is called flippity.net, and there's one called Quiz Show. So you go under instructions and it tells you, hey, make a copy of this template. And then same idea, type in your categories right here, copy and paste your questions and answers. And then under this other sheet where it says get the link here, once you publish this spreadsheet, a link will appear, and you copy and paste that into another window, and you've got an interactive game. So again, just total time saver, and you could do one of these for each unit. It's engaging, have some fun with your students while reviewing the content.